Well, good morning there, survivors. It is day 99, and it is the morning after the night before, where we had several pathing issues with the Horde on Blood Moon number 14. But we did survive. The base took a bit of a pounding, a bit more than it's taken at any time before, I think. But it did survive, and so did we. And that, as I said, on Horde Night is all that matters. Now, I have had a wealth of suggestions as to how to improve all this. I've got to point out, though, that it has changed since those suggestions were made, because I'd already recorded the Horde Night episode, yesterday's episode, that had already been recorded when a lot of the comments came in on the previous episode, which made all the suggestions. But needless to say, I am going to be implementing a chunk of those ideas as well as I can and as much as I can. So I'd like to welcome you to all to the episode. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see what I can come up with today. I might actually go off and do a little bit of adventure. I'm not going to do Red Mesa today because I'm just not doing it today, basically. So we're going to do some upgrading. We're going to do some changing around of the defences. And we are going to deal with this zombie that's just arrived. There he is, dead. Good job. Right. So anyway, yes, I hope you enjoy the episode, and let's see what we can get done. Thanks for joining me. I haven't even started yet, and there's other stuff coming. Where was that? Oh, hello. We've got a wandering horde. I don't even need to utilise the defences for these. Well-placed headshots to take care of most of them. I don't think he's dead. Oh, he got a bit close. Oh, nice. Blue loot bag. Thank you very much. What have we got? Nothing significant. Oh, little lady. Alright. That's a nice little diversion to begin the day with. Right, just set a load more, what's it called? Cement going, and a load more concrete mix going. So, because we've got a load of repair work to do. So I think what I'm going to do first, I've got any shotgun shells? Not many. I need to restock the SMG turrets, and I'm going to run around and do as much concrete repair as I can for the time being. The first little shout out of the day goes to Robert Lee, who educated me to the fact that I can actually use wood logs for fuel, which I've never done before. Apparently they last a lot longer than coal, which I thought was actually the best fuel source. But let's have a look. What do we need? 32 minutes. So, oh yeah, 8 minutes at a time. Wow, they're great. I did not realise you could do that, because it's just something I'd never noticed in the description before. So that is awesome. Thank you very much for that one. Right, I've restocked the SMG turrets as much as I could, but then I ran out of 9mm ammo. I don't need that much more to fully restock them, but I've got some on the go. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to run around and do as much concrete repair as I need to do. No, I need cobblestone as well, don't I? Bloody hell. Right, yes, cobblestone for the base, concrete for downstairs. Might be that I start upgrading everything to concrete, actually, for the time being. Just to save messing about. I've got some more concrete on the go. I need to put some cobblestone on the go whilst I think about it. Right, before we do too much else, I think we need to really get on top of gunpowder production and ammo production as well. Nearly used all of that lead up. Oh, I've still got another chunk of lead there, actually, that I'll start that smelting straight away. Now, am I going to build 2 forges for this? Because I need more production capacity, basically. It might be that I have to ditch these 2 storage facilities here and change them to a floor safe. Put a second forge in. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Oh, that's still wood. Oh my god. I'll have to deal with the repainting later. I've not got time to mess about with that right now. I'm not overly keen on that as a design. I might move them around later on. It's alright. It is alright. It'll do for now. You know what? That is alright, actually. If I dump all my stuff in the floor there, that's not too bad. It'd be nice to actually split it up a bit neater than that, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm just going to dump a load of this 762 in there because I need to be smelting that as well. Oh, that needs to go in there because that's my fuel now. Oh, I need an anvil and a other thing. Right, just whilst my other anvil is cooking up. In fact, I can just set this stuff going anyway, thinking about it. Right, let's have a couple of logs in there. Start smelting some of this brass into this one. Oh, I'm going to need clay in there as well. We'll do clay first, because clay's the longest process, as far as I know, to smelt. It's a pain, it takes ages. Whack a load of clay in there. Do all this 762 another time. It does remain a matter of whether I just dedicate one to lead and one to brass. I'm not sure yet. I'll see how that works out. Right, let's go get some coal. I believe I need, and then after I've done a bit of mining, I'll start working on the redesign, the latest update to the murder pit. It's a never-ending process, but that's because I keep getting great suggestions and. I ignore those suggestions and then my own ideas don't work, so, you know, we have to go with those suggestions that I was given in the first place. Right, I'm going to start in this top chamber and try and clear out the roof if I can so I can get it all filled in and secured. Of course, the funny thing about this is I actually came down here to get coal and potassium nitrate, not lead. I'm just autopiloting onto lead. Never mind, right, we'll leave that. Right, so I've got a chunk of coal. I think we need to just focus on this potassium nitrate for now. Get a load of this because you don't get as much mining this stuff from a single block as you do the other resources, I don't think. But I need a chunk, so we've got to get some gunpowder mass produced. A quick pause in the mining there just to celebrate the fact that it has literally just ticked over to day 100. So there we go, let's pop the champagne and have a party. 100 days, my word. See if we can survive another 100. I don't know if I'm going to make it that far, to be honest. Anyway. Right, that's enough of that. Yeah, that's quite enough of that. For now, we've got lots and lots of other work to do, so we're going to get on with that very shortly. Sounds like there's somebody skittering about in my base. I can hear pressure plates moving. Let's go and have a look. I could have sworn I heard pressure plates moving from down below. No, maybe not. Oh, it's a deer. Ha! Must have been a deer in there. Sorry, deer. Sorry, deer. I thought I heard something and I was wondering why the shotguns hadn't taken it out, and it's because it was a lonely little deer. Never mind. Anyway. Wow, we can make 10 stacks of gunpowder. Let's go with 5, shall we? Might as well start keeping all of my potassium nitrate and my coal in here now, to be honest. So it's near my chemistry stations. That makes sense. Oh, I'm out of clay. I'm out of clay in this forge. Damn it, that's why it's not allowing me to select anymore. Right. Gonna have to go and harvest some clay very soon as well because I am actually running low. More jobs, endless jobs. Get that smelting in there. Right, so let's start having a look at these defences. I think the first thing I need to do is remove the scaffolding ladders because I'm going to put them in the middle instead. I'm just going to have one on each side instead of 2 on each side for a start, and they will be a lot easier to deal with coming straight up the middle. And as far as I understand it, I'm pretty sure the shotgun turrets should shoot straight through it. So I need to remove this plating again. That's going to take me a while. Oh, that's irritating. I mean, gotta be able to jump up onto it. Oh, I'm floating all over the place on these ones. I take it I can't float up the outside of them. No, I can't. It's just the inside, but I'm damn sure the zombies don't do that. But either way, there's something else we need to do there, so let's just upgrade this to concrete for now. What I need is a zombie to come in and so I can kite it onto this south face and test that. I'm just going to remove the others though for now. I mean, I'm assuming the zombies should be able to jump onto that ladder. Let's just go and have a look at that shotgun turret on the inside. Oh, that's... Now, did that shoot straight through it then? I think it might have done. All very interesting. Now, this is the other option that's been suggested by Gilcrans, Stevie Boy and US Army Sniper, is to have these angled security gates. It's just whether that... I don't know if that blocks the path in or not. I mean, that's pretty damn cool, actually. If this works, I could get rid of the these altogether. I could have those all the way around at that angle. And that would not look bad at all. It's just whether it blocks the path in. I wouldn't have thought it would, because they can come up and attack that. So I think that may well be the next option to try. Let's just upgrade it. It's a pretty cool piece, and it does go right into the corner. It hides it quite nicely. Can you shoot through it? Yeah, that didn't hit it then. Obviously, I shot my own ceiling, but I can walk up it from the outside, which is nice. I wonder if the police officer's spit gets that. Right, I'm going to remove the rest of the ladders for now. These ones, the corner ones, let's get rid. And just before I get rid of that one completely. Right, no, I need to get rid of the plates first so I can put these ladders in. Obviously, I need to replace these blade traps as well. Right, that's all the central plates removed. I mean, I'm liking the look of that actually now. Let's just whack that in. Shame I can't have one there, but I won't be able to fit the blade trap if I do. So let's just put the rest of these in. I mean, I've still got ideas. This is still very much a work in progress. And we will adjust accordingly as time goes on. Right, I'm just going to get rid of the rest of the corner ladders now. Okay, right, first major change is done. Let's just pop these down. Now we need to replicate this. Oops, I've left that open. We need to replicate this pattern going around. So. Alright, that's very interesting. That is very interesting. I can run straight out, and I can jump over that on the way back in. So I think we need to get rid of the rest of these. It's a shame there's not a corner piece of that, because I'm gonna run them right into the corner anyway. But then there's going to be a gap in the corner, which is not the end of the world, but it would look a lot nicer if there was an angled corner piece that could go in there. I could put a solid piece in there, to be fair, to link it together. We'll just have to see. Right, I'm going to have to get rid of these steel scaffolding ladders now. I only fitted them the other day and they're going already. Do you know what? I have just had a quick thought. Sorry, I just nipped up to check some ammo and some production that's going on. And I've just had a quick thought. I'd probably be better off selling a whole chunk of this 7.62 ammo and smelting the Dukes, because I can put a load more Dukes in. It's probably a lot bloody quicker to do it that way around. I've not done the maths on which is more efficient to get the most amount of brass out of it. Let's just put 1 Duke in and see how much brass we get for 1 Duke. It's just 1. So if I put 10,000 in, that's 10,000 brass. Right, okay. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, it seems. Let's turn that off. Yeah, 1-to-1. Okay. Interesting. 5,000 Dukes. Let's just put 1 more in. Right, we've got exactly 60 in there. Let's get one of these 762s. This produces 5. Right, there's 150 in a stack. So that's 750. Stack sells for 379. So I actually get twice as much brass for smelting them than I do for selling them, looking at it. It's kind of a no-brainer then. But at least we did the maths on that, you know. We know now. So a stack is worth 750 brass, but I can only sell it for sell price 379, which is a little over. So yeah, so I would get 379 pieces of brass if I sold it, and I get 750 if I smelt it. Right, no brainer then. I'll have to smelt it. It's just a pain in the arse because you keep having to come up every few minutes to reload them because you can only put 150 in at a time. Well, 300 at a time if you use both slots. But, you know, not the end of the world. God, how often do I say that? Yet another catchphrase. I mean, technically we're in a zombie apocalypse, so it is the end of the world, but, you know. Yeah, so I wanted to get some AP ammo going again. Now, that's interesting. Why is that burning hotter than that? Does that make a difference to the heat map? Is it because of what it's smelting? Interesting. It's different animation. I don't know. These things are curious to me. If anyone has an answer, let me know. Yeah, I did put wood logs in that. That's got wood logs as well. I don't know why the hell I put that brass in there. That's not going to work, is it? Notwithstanding any more distractions. Right, we've got a chunk of clay going in there now, so we can get some more lead on the go in there and get some more bullet tips going. 20 odd minutes of fuel left. Right, let's leave that running. Gunpowder is still on the way. Yeah, so basically scratch everything I just said. We're going to smelt a ton of these. I just have to remember to pop back up every few minutes to restock them. Let's pop these 9mm in, and then we will carry on with what I was doing. We just need a few more 9mm rounds for the north face, and then we're done. We're fully restocked after that, which would be nice. Right, as I was removing these. Here we go. Come on, climb up. Yeah, it's firing through. The shotgun turret was firing through. Let's get some defences going. Spider monkeys, come on. Yep, they are going for that central ladder. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm not messing about with you. The problem with those things crawling about on the floor. Oh, I can shoot through those. That's beautiful. Oh, it's something else then. Oh, it did. There we go. Other side. Come on. I definitely saw someone in my peripheral vision. There we go. Yeah, the shotgun turrets are shooting straight through those ladders. That's fantastic. Can I repair the blade traps through that? Yes, I can, but I've not got the steel on me. Or at least I think I can. I'm going to have to double check that. Oh. You are the one person I don't want to see right now. Right. Oh, that was a much more successful test than the previous one when I first rigged up the corner ladders. Oh, happy days. I think this is going to work beautifully and I can get rid of these ugly, ugly hatches. Awesome. Right. I mean, I've got there's a whole load of other suggestions and a whole load of other ideas that need working on. Do you know, I wonder if I replace this with a scaffolding ladder, I could actually reach through to that switch. But I need to work on resighting those switches. Although, thinking about it, with the suggestions I've had, those switches hopefully will become redundant. It's just a matter of working out how I do it. Right, let's get this repaired, because it was nearly dead. Oh, bloody hell. It's really restock day again already. I've not been paying attention. I've got one there. Alright, if I move that temporary marker to there, I should pick up both of those they should both appear on the map when I ride over there. Not a problem. I might go grab them in a bit just as an excuse to get out of the house, but let's get this done first. Okay, that's looking a bit prettier. Those security bars, actually, I'm just going to upgrade those 4 to steel right now. A, to see what they look like. God, I need to get some more steel production going. Yes, I really do. Let's have a look at this. Iron, okay, yeah, I've made plenty of dart traps for now. Let's get as much steel going as we can. 35 minutes, that's perfect. I could do with getting some more iron to bang in there whilst... Yeah, I've not got any. Right, I'm just going to upgrade these. I'm going to grab some more iron very quickly because I want to keep that iron production going now. These are going to get painted to something else because that looks absolutely bloody horrible. Right. Now, let's just make sure. No, I can't repair through them. I can shoot through them, can't I? Okay, that is a little frustrating that I can't repair through them. Damn. I can shoot through them, but I can't repair through them. That's double standards, that is, fun pimps. And it means I'd have to go to there to be able to repair my blade traps, which is goddamn risky. Unless we can just get away with one. You know, can... I don't think they'd be able to climb up and get to there. I don't think they can, but I'm a little unsure. Maybe I should have put them either side of the shotgun emplacement. It's a shame they're not a scaffolding ladder piece, that you can't have an angled scaffolding ladder. But, you know, it is what it is. You got to deal with the tools you've got, and these are the tools we've got, so... But they do work well, and they fit nicely. There's no disjointed edges that I was worried about. Let's just get rid of this and see what it looks like without this. Yeah, they blend into the... I think because they go past the edge of the block. They actually blend into that really well. Right. What was I saying? Iron. Okay. If I can just grab another 6,000 iron quickly, then I can have this smelting. I might need to shift this to a 2-forge arrangement soon as well. I think that would be very sensible, to be honest, because the amount of iron I'm going to need now is getting obscene. I need to upgrade all of the support structure to steel as soon as possible now. And the entire murder pit. So, right. I've got no iron smelting, so we're going to go do that very quickly. Of course, I've not been down here 10 seconds, have I? And we've got a bloody horde already. Actually, they're at the door. Oh, it's dogs. It's a pack of dogs. It's not a pack of dogs anymore. It's a pile of dog meat. Right, that'll do. I said one stack of 6,000. I've actually ended up with 18,000, so I really need to fill some of this in. It's a bloody massive hole in the ground now. Right, so let's just get 2 full stacks of 6,000 going. Now, interestingly, the flames are both lower. Is that because they're nearly out of fuel? No, that one's not. But that was also not doing anything. Right, brass, okay. That's because these things smelt so damn quickly. I mean, I think it is literally 150 seconds, so what, 2.5 minutes? Right, so let's just get these bullet casings on the go again. Just keep them churning out. I just want to stay on top of it. I want to get as much stuff as we can. Tips. Add more lead. Play is okay for the time being. Okay, that's enough for another 20 minutes. That's good enough to do all of that. I just have to remember to keep coming back up, to keep stocking that up. Right, okay, we're stocking up on our AP again. Ideally, I need like 12, 15, 18 boxes of AP ammo in reserve. You know, this has literally turned now from going out and missioning and questing every day. It's basically got to the high maintenance stage of the game, which it always does, inevitably. But that's also part of the joy. You know, we'll see how long we can push this, and I'll start increasing the horde size, I think, if I'm happy with these defences. Oh, loot bag. Forgot about that. Nothing of any significance. Right, that's all those horrendous hatches gone. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. It's a shame. It's a shame I can't repair through those grates. It really is a shame, because I don't think I'd be able to. If I had a grate here, let's just rack one up. If I had one there. Oh, I can get round. I can get round to repair that blade trap from there. It's a touch risky, and it does kind of get knackered up if I put any more of those in. Let's just have a look at this. I mean, I'm assuming I can only fit them on there because I've got those plates underneath. That looks bloody formidable, that does. Oh. Let's just rack a few more up and see how it looks from multiple angles. Let's put that one there and that one there. Okay, let's have a look at that. Like I say, it's a shame there's no corner piece, because if there was, mind you, I can't repair through them, but if there was, and you could repair through them, you know, this is if wishes were horses. No, if wishes were wings, then pigs would fly or something. I don't bloody know. If wishes were wings, then horses would fly. That's what I was after. Yeah, if there was a corner piece of this security grate, that'd look pretty cool. But actually, it looks better without that. Although it does look a tiny bit unsupported. Security gate plate, security gate centered. Yeah, there's no other. So it's. I can't decide whether to just have it, like that, with 3 on each side, just for extra safety, or just with 1 on each side, which does work because they can't get sideways. Who knows? Opinions in the comments, but you know, I might have changed my mind by the time I've actually finished and uploaded this video. You never can tell. Right, so on to the next idea. I've got a ton of things to implement, I'm afraid, so you're all going to have to bear with me whilst I do it. I'm gonna drill these 2 corner pieces out for a very specific reason after I've checked if there's another shape that I need. Do you know what? I'm not going to bother. I was thinking of cutting out these 2 corner pieces, or certainly this bottom one, and putting more shotgun turrets. I'll go from the inside. I'll show you from the inside. I was going to cut these corner blocks out and have 4 more shotgun turrets pointing out on the diagonals, but I think it's too risky and too impractical with all the weight of this bit on the top of it. I was going to try and support them with those, but I don't think I'd like the way it looked, and I don't think I'd feel entirely secure. It probably would be perfectly safe, because you know it doesn't matter which shape you select. The vertical support is still the same, and the hit points are still the same once they're upgraded. Oh, I don't know. I'm very tempted to try it. I would replace this top corner block with that one there, exactly the same shape as that. Oh no, not that. That's the plate. The one behind the plate. That one. It's the one underneath it I would have to replace with just the diagonal poles, which just don't look very good. So I think that's another idea that I was tempted by, but I'm probably going to reject. Sadly, there's nothing there that's worthwhile. No, I can't find shapes that do it pleasingly enough, so I'm not going to bother. I'm also going to pick these back up for now and just leave these as they are. What I'm going to do, though, is upgrade these to steel. Let's get them matched in, even though it's a crappy steel pattern. Get that done, and then we can work on sorting out the traps next. And if we can get all this done in a reasonable time, I might set up and consider going to Red Mesa tomorrow. Right, I need to have a think about this for a few minutes, so I'll see if we can come up with a solution. So here's what we're working at. Here are the suggestions. I mean, the first one is I Heart Moose UK, who suggested having one motion sensor per pair of dart traps, which is great. Great idea. The problem I've got is where to locate them. And whilst I think about it, actually, I've got to point out that also Sean Patrick Kinney, Robert Lee and US Army Sniper have all suggested that I use motion sensors recently. But Damadoc actually suggested it about 30 episodes ago, and I just never got round to incorporating it. So we're trying to do it now. It is something I've been thinking about doing for a very long time. I just have to work through the logic of how to do it. I'm sure there's a way, but as you can see, first of all, right, one issue straight off the bat is we've got 3 blade... Well, we will have 3 blade traps on each side when I repair the blade traps. Let's go and grab the blade traps whilst I'm talking about it. We've got 3 blade traps on each side, but there's actually only a total of 8 blade traps altogether. Because obviously the corner ones overlap for each side. So the question then becomes, how do you rig up the motion sensors so they're activating the appropriate ones? I'm sure there's a way to do it, and I'm probably just being a bit thick about it. But it's like, because I can't have one, say, what side are we on? I can't have one on the north side that rigs up, that sets all 3 north ones going. Actually, wait a minute. No, I can't, because you can only have, the problem is you can only have one input into a device. You can have multiple outputs from a device, but you can only have one input. So I couldn't have one camera here rigged up to these 3 and then also have another camera here rigged up to these 3, because as soon as I connected that one, it would disconnect it from the first camera, because you can only have one input. So what I've got to do is find a way of having a camera that triggers just these 2. So the ones on the northwest corner, and then on the west-south corner, and then on the southeast corner, and then on the east-north corner. I know I'm saying it weird, but that's just because if I say east-north, it means this one and this one. And if I say northwest, it means this one and this one. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure some of you will be able to follow my thinking there. So I think that's initially the way to do it. But then what I also need is that same camera triggering... I mean, the dart traps isn't a problem, actually, because that would trigger those 2. The big issue I've got is with the fence traps. I might just have to leave them on a switch. But that's okay. It's the dart traps and the blade traps that are the important ones. Just let me get my wire tool. I forgot that again. The reason it becomes an issue for the fence traps is you can see by the flow, they only run from north to south. So all of the, say the starting fence traps, all of the source fence traps are on the north side, and all of the terminal fence traps are on the south side. And the reason for that is, as I've explained before in another video, for some stupid reason, you can connect a wire from the north side and run it all the way to the south side. But if you try and do it in reverse, even though the distance is exactly the same... Oh, you absolute... Hang on. I want to disconnect it. I think I've just disconnected the power from that. Right. It's letting me do it now. It would not let me do that before. I think they've addressed that in the patch. Actually, no, it's the central ones that are the problem, thinking about it. Right, let me reconnect that. I bet I can't see the relay from there, can I? Can I see the relay? No, I can't see the relay. I'll have to go inside and do that. Sorry, I just wanted to get that one reconnected. Right, so the issue is the central ones. I cannot reach from south to north with the central one because it's showing me a red line. Whereas I can reach from north to south. Even though the distance is exactly the same to where I'm standing, it will not let me connect. I'll show you again. South to north, go around the other side of here, sneak in. The distance is too great. We have a red wire there. And yet, if I go this way round, from there to there, black wire. And we've even got room to spare, look. We've got nearly a block before I can't connect it, which is really weird because the distance from that way is to here, and the distance from that way is only to here, which is very frustrating. So anyway, the upshot of that is to get the fence traps running on cameras is a lot more tricky. There's got to be a way to do it. I mean, there is a way to do it probably with adding relays and stuff, but bear in mind at the moment I have got all of my fence traps and all of my blade traps running off one generator, which when they're switched on pulls exactly 299 watts. Right, blade traps, fence traps, this generator. That's because I'm missing 2 blade traps. Add those 2 blade traps on and that goes up to 299 watts. Right, that's those blade traps connected. So, yeah, that's now running at 299 watts. So if I start adding more relays, I'm not going to be able to run all of that off one generator. Right, I need to think about it. I do want to do it. I definitely do want to incorporate this idea. It's the other minor problem I've got, I'll just do this very quickly, is annoyingly, really annoyingly, you cannot go onto an advanced placement setting for motion sensors. So you can only place them on the 8 compass points. You can't place... I can't hang them off the ceiling, is what I'm trying to say, without having to put some stupid half pillar or post or something in there, because I don't want them just hanging in midair. I mean, I could put them off the back of my turrets, but... So again, it's that thing of me being overly fussy and having to have realistic placement of stuff, or as realistic as I can get. So these are the problems that I'm facing. I'm sure there are solutions. I've found solutions for everything else so far. Just have one very quick look in here, just to give me an idea. No, see, I can't stick them there in front of the dart trap, and I also can't stick them there without digging out and changing the entire shape. Which, you know, if I have to do that, I have to do it, but there's got to be a way around it, another way around it. Anyway, these are things that I will mull on and hopefully solve by the next episode, which is probably going to have to be another day of base modification rather than anything else. I'm happy with what I've done. I'm definitely happy with only 4 ladders, 1 on each side, and this security grate at the top, because I think that works really well. We'll have to see how it is on Horde Night, but so far the field tests have been pretty positive. So with that being said, there's one last little job that I want to do before we call it quits, and that is I want to run this ceiling turret off the battery bank, because let's see if it lasts all night. Actually, I hope so, because I'm very annoyed with those vultures keep coming through, and I do not want this turret to get disconnected should the ones downstairs fail. I was going to log out on the roof as usual, but since it's chucking it down with rain, we shall head back inside. Oh, that's better. Got some steel, not much, but enough. I'm clearing all the sand out of this as well, because I need to empty it in order to move it, because I'm going to add another one, and I need to move them to make them look better. So on that note, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video and you like what I'm doing, please feel free to leave a comment. If you don't like what I'm doing, please feel free to leave a comment. But you know, good ideas will be taken on board, and you know, bad ideas will be considered as well, and possibly rejected if I don't think they're going to work. So that's just the way life goes, I'm afraid. But for the most part, you know, I am willing to give a lot of stuff a go. as long as it fits with my aesthetic and my design plan of the base. So, if you are new to the channel and you like what you've seen, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn on bell notifications. And join me next time, where hopefully we can get all the modifications complete, all the defences fully repaired, and then I've got 3 or 4 days to mess about, maybe do some POIs before the next Blood Moon. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and goodbye.